welcome to FFMPEG channel. So in this video we will convert webm format to mp4 format. So this is just an overview how we have done that. So we have a test webm and we are going to convert into test module. So you can see it has been converted. So yeah, let's do it. So here we are talking about the two ways. First is a module and the second is a subprocess. So how we have done using a Python code, let's see now. So we are opening the PyCharm now. Yeah, so it's in PyCharm Community 2021 version. Okay, so let's create one of the Python project itself. So let's name to FFMPEG video package. Yeah, it has been created. Now let's create a Python file. I'll just name it to FFM converter, so it is easy to understand. Now let's write a class for that. So let's name that class as a FFM converter. Yeah, since we have discussed, we will be doing two ways to convert an webm to mp4. So we will going to write two methods. One is for subprocess, and yeah, so we'll have a, since we are using class, we have to use the self, and yeah, let's write a second method. The same will be, since we are converting to webm to mp4, we're just writing to a module. So the model, it's FFMPEG model. So let's see how to convert to first way. So this is a common CMD which we have used in last video to convert and test webm to test mp4. So yeah, so let's see. So we have to import subprocess for this. So to call that in the CMD command, so we will be running that. So there is a subprocess which we have internally. There is one method called as a run, and we have to pass a command inside that. So exactly we'll pass FFMPEG-i and input and output file. So so yeah, so probably I'll add two arguments in this, input file, yeah, and another file, probably you can say output file. Yeah, so that will be, we will be having an access directly to the files which will pass through a class or through arguments. Now let's add it like how we include as in string, like the input file and the output file. So this the input file will be test webm, we will pass from the class the arguments, and yeah, so the output file you can see here. Okay, okay, so yeah, the command is ready. Now let's put the command into the subprocess. I believe okay, let's add try catch so that we can catch any exception if it has been thrown. So let's write except there. So if you know Python very well, so there is a try and you have to write except a broad exception. So I'm writing here the just writing some exception here, just not catching any specific exception. Okay, now okay, now we are ready. I think let's run the okay, firstly we have to call it method itself. So we are calling that through a constructor FFM converter, and we'll be pushing into our variable. And okay, so we have to call the subprocess method, so that FFM the one is subprocess one. So let's call that, and we have to pass the input file and output file location. So we have a location in the videos folder. We have already have a one test webm file. Okay, so this is a location from where you can get okay, so I'll just copy it and pass into the input variable input file. So okay, so this is my input file, and I'll give the file name test webm, and yeah, so test webm is there, and I will, so the output file I will expect it to convert that webm to test mp4, or say test mp4 is already there, so I'll write test module dot mp4. Okay, let's run the code. Let's see what it's, I believe it will work. Okay, it fails. Okay, there's escape issue. Okay, so the backslashes, so there's a, you have a r, so this r, it's basically, it will take the black slashes as is it. Now we see there's a one more error, invalid argument. Okay, now let's go, let's see what is it. Okay, so we have missed the space between input file and output file. You can do it by comma separated also, since it's very easy to run through a command. That's why I have used a command the same like that, and let's rerun that. Okay, I failed exit code 0, so successful seems like. Okay, so from the test.webm we have created the test module dot mp4. Now we have run that. It's seems working fine. Yeah, looks good. Okay, it's good. Okay, so now let's jump to the second way using FFMPEG. Okay, so we have already written one method for this, convert webm mp4 module. So let's remove that pass since we don't need now. We are ready with that. Now what exactly you have to do here, it's you have to go to the Google and search about Python FFMPEG. You will get the real document of that, how to install it. So this is a pip install. Just copy it, paste it here, and it's in the terminal. So yeah, pip install FFMPEG Python. So it's currently I'm working on my virtual environment, so I'm installing my virtual environment. So it has been done successful. Now let's import this FFMPEG Python module. Okay, now I've imported FFMPEG. Now let's use that. So what exactly I want, again I want the input and output file, so I'll just copy paste here. Okay, yeah, that's done. Now I'll just keep that again, the try and accept, so that I can catch any exception. Scotch, yeah, let's pass it, and let's print something like some exception, if any exception caught. Yeah, let's now implement the real logic here, converting to mp4 to exactly to mp4, webm to mp4. So let's remove that pass. So here the stream we will be using, and there is a inbuilt FFMPEG. So we here they have already, that library provides an input method where we have to pass an input file, and that stream will store that input file. And what exactly we will do, we have an output where we'll pass the stream, which contains the input now, and we will say where exactly it should be kept. So this is an output where we want this stream to be saved. Now what we'll do in FFMPEG, this is called run method. We will inside that run method we will pass our stream which has the input file and output file location. So yeah, let's directly run the program then now, or we have to add one more step to call the method itself, the FFM module. So yeah, just we will call ffm dot the module, and we will copy paste the location where we want. The same thing we'll do, but the thing which we can do here, yeah, so it's probably it will be already present, so we have to delete that test module. I think this is a test webm, and there is we'll delete those, both the test and the test module, so that let's see if it works or not. mm, okay, now that's only the test webm. Okay, now let's run the script then. Yeah. Yeah, okay, everything looks fine. Okay, now let's run. Super, so we execute 0, so probably successfully done. Yeah, the done. Yeah, test model. Now let's open it, and yeah, the looks fine. The mp4 looks fine. Okay, now yeah, that's for the both the methods we have used. Now let's see if we can run together both the subprocess and the module. Let's delete the mp4 file which we have already created, and yeah, that's it. And okay, let's rename that to the subprocess, because we are using the subprocess to convert that webm to mp4. Okay, so let's run that script again. Okay, it's bit time. Okay, good, we are done. Okay, now you can see this test module and the test subprocess has been completed. Okay, that's very good. And yeah, that's it. This is the two process we have talked about, subprocess and the module. Yeah, we have successfully completed this, and yeah, thanks for watching.